Happy Money Monday, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Let's jump in with the questions. BURNSIDE says, love your videos. I have to admit, at first I was skeptical of any YouTube budgeting videos, but after I've watched several of your posts, I have to admit I'm a convert. Your ideas are very real world, and I'm impressed that you also report your failures. You have to report your failures. Very much looking forward to your next post and wish you all the best. By the way, when you began this frugality lifestyle, how much debt did you have to begin with? I had over $32,000 in student loan debt. It was a lot. So I've come quite far in a couple of years, and I appreciate your sweet comments. Elain says, how do you raise money? I'm trying to get money for my phone bill, which is $45. Dave Ramsey has an excellent thing that he says a lot, and that's when you need money, best place to go is go to work. So you have the option of finding some sort of employment to pay the $45 or selling something that you own to make up that money. Good luck. And a phone bill, remember, is a recurring expense, so you're probably going to have that phone bill every single month, so you definitely should make plans to have a recurring bit of income so that you can pay at least that. Good luck. All right, Anne-Marie White says, how do you decide exactly how to break down how much to put in your sinking funds? Do you estimate an amount for the year? Your sinking funds, there can be two types of sinking funds. One for something that there is an unknown amount of money needed for. For instance, I always have a car sinking fund going, a car repair or future car sinking fund going, and that I just constantly fund based on how much money I have available in my budget. So I think $50 a month goes to my car repair car fund, and that's for things that I don't, something's in my eye. Okay, that was painful. Two types of sinking funds. One is that you just need an indefinite amount of money for. So the car repair fund is that there is a cap there. I know I don't need more than $5,000 to deal with any sort of, I can buy a new car for $5,000. So back in Hammond, when I reached that, because I knew I'd have to buy a new car soon, I quit funding that. However, right now, it's just kind of a car repair fund since I have a good working vehicle, and that's just I fund it $50 every month because that's how much money I had left in my budget. The type of sinking fund, however, I think that you were asking about and how to decide how much money should go into it is a sinking fund where you have a definite goal. For instance, a yearly Christmas fund, or a sinking fund for you to pay for your pet's annual shots or something like that. And the way to do that is you take the amount of money that you know you're going to need, or estimate how much you're going to need. You decide right now how much you need for Christmas, or I can call my vet and ask how much it'll cost for Rory's shots in July, and say it's $1,200 just for fun. And the thing I'm going to need the $1,200 for is in a year. Then that's very easy math. I need to save $100 a month for that. If it's Christmas and I decide I need $300 to pay for Christmas this year, I divide that by however many months I have left until Christmas to save, and that's how much I need to save each month. If you don't have that much to save each month, you're either going to have to adjust the event timeline of when you're going to do this thing. Christmas, however, is a finite date, so you might have to adjust how much money you're going to spend for Christmas or get a different plan. So that is how I do those. I will link a sinking fund video below that might help you a little bit more with that question. All right, the next question is from Lila Too Cute. Budget Girl, I need your help. My father told me that since I have received food stamps in my past, that he would not be able to leave me an inheritance. He says that the government would keep my money that I received from food stamps and take that from any inheritance that I would get. Is this true? It seems a little backward that anyone who in the past received assistance should not be able to receive any money in the future in the form of a gift. That is not accurate at all, and I did my research on this. The only reason that the government would withdraw money from them giving it to you for food stamps is, yes, they can do that if you get an inheritance while you're on food stamps, because the way that they determine that you need it is by how much money you have. And if you get an inheritance or a gift, they can count that as income and say, okay, well, you don't need food stamps right now because you have this source of income. They, however, absolutely cannot and will not retroactively take money from you that you will get in the future as an inheritance. You keep saying that in the past I got on food stamps, so I'm assuming you're not on them anymore. He can give you any inheritance that he wants and no one's going to touch it. If you were actively on food stamps, that could alter your ability to continue getting them because you get this new source of income, but it's not a problem at all for you to get income just because you've in the past been on food stamps. So don't worry about that, and that's very easy to look up online if you want to show him that. All right. Happy Budgeter says, question, I recently had to quit my job where I had a 401k with about $600 in it. We're still in baby step 2. I don't have another job yet, so I can't roll the funds over into another employer-sponsored 401k. Should I withdraw the funds and take the tax hit, or are there other options you recommend? Absolutely. Never withdraw money from a 401k until you're old and you get to do that. The government's gonna take 20% or more of the money that you have in there as a fee, and you're never going to see it again. You should never, ever take money out of your 401k or early withdrawal or take a loan against your 401k. No. So what you should do is you can roll this over into an individual retirement account. You can do this through credit unions. You can do this online. I am going to link an incredibly helpful article by the Dave Ramsey team below that tells you your options in doing this, but don't take it out. Leave that there for your golden years when you are going to need it. And also the beauty of compound interest of that $600 is going to grow so much over the next 20, 30, 40 years. It's absolutely not worth it to take that money out. So good luck with that, and check that link below. Amnathy80 says, how do you come up with the amount of debt left to pay that you write in your video title? On 3/18 you had $17,359 left, and on 4/25 you had $16,696 left, a difference of $663 in about a month span. Is that the amount of debt that your debt has gone down, considering your payments minus the interest paid? Just trying to figure out a way to track my dents I'm putting in my debt accurately. The way that I get the most accurate, since I post multiple times a week, I try to get the most accurate description of my debt on that day. And the way that I'm able to do that, especially since I only have the one little debt, is I log into my student loan servicer account, and they tell me on this day, this is how much you have in debt, and that includes any past payments that I've made and any interest that I have accrued. So many of you have asked before, like I'll put out a video on a Monday and it'll say I have $19,000 in debt, and then I'll put out a video on the next Monday and it'll say I have $19,024 in debt, and you'll be like, did you go into more debt? No, God no. That's interest that's accrued. So I try to put in my video title the amount of debt that I have on that day. The best way that you can track this is by going into your credit card, your student loan servicing website, and look and see how much your debt is as of that day, interest accrued, everything like that. Another way you can track it is using a website like mint.com, which is completely free, and they will track your debts for you. You can also allow them access to like your bank accounts, and you can look at all of your assets and debts in one location. So fair warning, they will try to have little pop-ups to be like, you qualify for this much in a home mortgage loan, and I just ignore that. So you can do that. Good luck. Alrighty. Amy Wise says, hello, I absolutely love your videos and was wondering if you would give me some advice on my situation. I graduate from college in a month with about $30,000 in student loans, and I have no idea what I want to do for a job. My old part-time job offered me my job back after I graduate, but I absolutely hated it there. Should I suffer back at my old job just to make money, or should I take time off like my parents suggest? Thank you. Amy, I hate to tell you this, but you're $30,000 in debt, which I know you know, but you have 6 months before they start getting money, asking you for money on that. So the question isn't really, do I need a job? Because you absolutely need a job. You need a job until you pay off this debt and then, beyond to make money. But it's, how fast can I get better than a part-time job? Because I know from experience that $30,000 worth of debt, the minimum payment on that is more than a part-time worker can afford. So I would say absolutely take that job, and in your other hours that you're not spending working, look for a full-time job. You need to start racking up money fast because this debt is going to catch up to you like crazy. And also, in those 6 months, any federal loans that haven't been accruing interest while you're in school are going to start accruing interest. So in just that 6 months between the time that you graduate and when you start paying, your debt's going to increase by thousands. So I would start paying on this as soon as you possibly can. I realize that I'm sounding very intense right now, but this is an intense situation. You don't want to... I only graduated with $27,000 in debt. By the time I was able to pay it, a year later, it was $32,000. That's how big of a situation this is. I want you to act like you are on fire. This is a big deal. So yeah, do not take time off to find yourself whatever. Work a part-time job, work a second part-time job, and in any extra time, find a better paying job, find a full-time job, and then maybe keep part-time too. So get this debt out of there like it is going to burn your house down, because it's gonna burn your life down. So I wish you all the luck in this. I was in this exact same situation, and I wish someone had taken me and shaken me and told you what I just said. And I hope you take it as seriously as I am trying to make it sound right now. Good luck to you. It's not the end of the world. You are on fire, but you just need to deal with it. Deal with it, and good luck. All right. I have congratulations. All right, Sylvester Williams says, thank you, Budget Girl, for being such an inspiration. On April 15th, I paid off my car 18 months early, and I'm now starting the process of searching for a home. Thank you. Congratulations, Sylvester. Don't forget to save up plenty of money down and get a 15-year fixed mortgage when you do that. Congratulations. Good luck. All right, Maggie Godoy says, hey, Budget Girl, I wanted to thank you because you had inspired me, and I'm finally debt-free as of April 1st. Yay! High five! Thank you for watching, and I'm so happy for you, Maggie. You comment a lot, so I recognize the name, and I'm so happy you're debt-free. All right, Elizabeth says, it was a long message, but she says she used her emergency fund recently to save her dog from a tick-borne illness. I didn't go into new debt. My vet bills in August will be taken care of, and my April and May budget are not impacted. I've never had money like this to take care of an emergency. My credit card debt-free date is pushed back by a month from June to July, which I would willingly give up a month to make my dog happy and healthy. I'm so happy that we had this emergency fund, that we were able to take care of this emergency without worrying and impacting our monthly expenses, and we'll have the money to pay for all of our annual expenses. This is huge for this. This is huge for you. I'm so glad your puppy's okay and that you were able to respond to this with such grace and how it didn't impact the rest of your life. That's the reason you need an emergency fund, people. It's a great thing to have. All right, and then Miss J. Brown says, hello, my fellow Arkansan. I don't know how to say that. I've lived here for almost a year. Here is my money win. I've been on a budget for 7 years, paid my way through college by working 3 food service jobs, and refusing to take a student loan, working towards BS3 as a public school teacher and making $2,800 a month, very close to what you make. Last year I went through a breakup and had to readjust my budget to be able to afford all my bills while saving money towards BS3 and living on my own for the first time in my life. It was very scary, definitely a learning curve, and it took about 6 to 7 months to whittle things way down. I took on extra tutoring hours and got very creative on how to lessen my food costs, and now I'm able to save $900 a month after my bills are paid, as well as putting an additional $60 towards my mortgage principal each month. This is the most I've ever been able to save, even when I had a roommate. I now feel empowered knowing that I don't need anyone's help financially, even though I don't make a lot of money. I plan to reach $20,000 in savings by December this year. I think it's very important what you do here on YouTube. It shows people that even with a measly budget like ours, it's all about self-control and living below your means. I enjoy your videos since we have very similar lives, single with a dog, and similar incomes. I can't wait to see you finish off that debt, and I'm so excited to celebrate your achievements with you. Hugs from Northwest Arkansas, Jaren. That's wonderful, Jaren. I'm so happy for you. It sounds like you are living better single than you ever did. And since I'm perpetually single, there's a certain amount of knowing that you can live on your own and be reliant on yourself and still make it, that independence that's very empowering. And so I'm just thrilled for you, and I can't wait for you to have $20,000 in the bank at the end of this year. Just, you can do anything with that. So I'm thrilled for all of you guys. Please ask your money questions below, and tune in tomorrow for a very special collaboration that I started. Yeah, it was me. I did it. I was regretting it when I was having to film it, but I started a collaboration on how to beat budget burnout, which is something I know a lot of us have faced, because the reason that I came up with that idea was because I got that question from you guys so many times. How do we beat budget fatigue? How do we beat debt burnout? And so I recruited a dozen other YouTubers to do videos on this subject for you, and I did one myself, and they are going up starting tomorrow. So I am very excited about this. I cannot wait to steal ideas from all my friends and just live a much less burned out life. So ask your questions below, tell me your money wins below, and tune in tomorrow for how to deal with budget burnout, a collab. Bye.